Hi, and welcome to the DVD version of the instruction manual for the Beatnik Rhythmic Analyzer. I'm Eric, and I'd like to take a few minutes to explain how to use all the features and functions that are in your Beatnik. It's really easy to use, and it's really fun and addicting at times. But mostly it's an invaluable tool to help you improve your sense of timing and your ability to accurately subdivide time. So if for any reason during this video you're unclear on how to use a specific function of the Beatnik, go ahead and consult the written manual that came with it. So grab your sticks and your Beatnik and let's have some fun. So when you take your Beatnik out of the box, the first thing you're going to want to do is to install your 6 AA batteries that come with the Beatnik. They last an incredibly long time. You've got your on and off switch here, a jack for your AC adapter, a headphone jack, and a backlight switch to turn your backlight on and off. So to get started, we're going to turn on the Beatnik with the on-off button in the back. You'll see the display come on with a flash screen there. And now the Beatnik is set up to play right away. This is the default setting of 16th notes at 60 beats per minute. That's what this number represents right here, is 60 beats per minute. We're going to be playing 16th notes.
So when you hit the Beatnik with your drumstick, your stroke will be indicated as a stroke indicator or a solid black line, and the goal is to try and put those solid black lines in between these vertical click markers that I like to call target areas. So if you can land your stroke indicator, your black solid line, right smack dab in the middle between these vertical click lines, that would be perfectly accurate timing. If you're a little bit to the left of those target areas or vertical click markers, that means you were just a little bit early. And if you're to the right of the vertical click markers or target areas, that means you were just a little bit late.
So if we push the start button, we can hear what the Beatnik is wanting us to play and ultimately match. There's the quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're subdividing that 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. We play along with that as tightly as you can, and our score or of accuracy will be represented in this window right there. So now to look back, once we've stopped playing and you pause your session, you can look back and each pixel in those areas represents one hit that you made. So you can see the score is 98%. So that one pixel right there was outside my target area, which brought my percentage down from 100%, all of them landing within the target area, down to 98% because I missed that one. That one pixel made I struck the pad a little bit soon. Got there right before I should have. They're to the left of the dotted lines, it means I was a little early. They're to the right, it means I was a little late. So to try again, simply press the reset button, which will clear your score. Now you're ready to try again, pushing the start button. And when you're stopped, press the pause button. So another option you have besides resetting and starting over on your practice session is if you're in auto switch mode here, you can simply stop playing and the Beatnik will still continue to play the pattern, but it'll go into your history view and you can see your history just by stopping your playing. And then whenever you decide to start playing again, it'll go back into real-time view where you see the actual line going if you have it set to that. And it's a real nice feature that way, so you can stop playing and get your history, see where you're at, and then start up again without having to reset that session. So we just got done playing 16th notes at the medium level. And as we mentioned, that's 512th notes. That relates to the size of these targets, or more specifically, the width. So to adjust that, to make it easier or harder, simply press the skill button and rotate the selector knob. If you go one notch to the left, That's the lowest setting, or the easiest setting, which represents 7 512th notes. Now the target's a little bigger. If you rotate to the right, we're back to the medium level. Another notch to the right, we're on the hard level, which is 3 512th notes. And one more notch to the right, we're on the expert level, which is 1 512th note. That's a very small target to hit. And so coincidentally, then your percentage of accuracy score will go down on the hardest level. So you can adjust the volume and sensitivity of the Beatnik with the volume and sensitivity button. Be careful if you're using headphones, because it's pretty loud, so you want to have the volume set pretty low. But you can also hook up external speakers as well. So get your practice session started, push the volume sensitivity button, turn the knob up, and hear it get louder. Push it again to go into your sensitivity adjustment. Right now the sensitivity is set pretty high. We can turn that down. And that just simply adjusts how sensitive the pad is. So now let's change the note value. So far we've been playing 16th notes, but we can play whatever notes we want. We can play quarter notes or eighth notes, 32nd notes, even 5s and 7s. And that's simply by pushing the note beat button to where it's illuminated, rotating your selector knob to pick whichever note you want. Here's 16th note triplets. Simple as that. So far everything we've been doing has been at 60 beats per minute, but we can also adjust that by simply pressing the tempo button and rotating the selector knob either clockwise or counterclockwise to go up or down. So 16th notes. We could speed that all the way up to 250 beats per minute, or as slow as 25 beats per minute. So now let's talk about the views. It's a different way to look at your history of each practice session. Press the view button. We're already in the auto switch mode, which we talked about how if you stop playing and the Beatnik continues to play the pattern, it will show you a history view of your practice session. And when you start playing again, it goes back into the real-time view. But we can also scroll through with the selector knob or by pushing the views button and get a different view of our history. So let me play a little bit in the history 2, which is more of a horizontal view. You can see what I mean. You might be able to see those pixels starting to add up. You can see as I was talking for a second there, it caused me to get off time, go a little bit late and a little bit early in compensation for that. But that gives you another view on how to look at your history in your practice session.